Okay. Make sure you guys can hear me. Yep, okay. My audio's going through just fine. What's up, PLV? How are you, good sir? Gaming. Let's go ahead and turn on my logo. Turn on our turn on. Oh, that's awesome. Is it through a DLL or is it through a third-party app? So I know you can do it with a third-party app, but let's see. Let's go ahead and turn on. Notepad++ chart should be on already. Yeah, it was just minimized. Okay. Okay, that's what I figured, but I know you can do it via third-party tools and stuff, subtests. But I wasn't sure if you are doing it with that RO. Okay, RO is on, and then coding. Switch the coding to the correct goddamn thingy. There we go. I hate that Visual Studios does this every time. Every time I want to do a stream, I have to reconnect to Visual Studios every single time. Who's pinging me on Discord? PLV. Okay. I probably won't use it, but thank you. That's very cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Right now, I am, I don't know if you paid attention to my server at all, PLV. I've been going over skill descriptions, so if I go to job 1, job 2. I've been going through all the first jobs, redoing the skill trees, and also doing all the descriptions. So like, fun. Yeah. So like all the bolts are level 5 now instead of level 10. Yeah, like status effects are purple, magic damage is blue, physical damage is red, or physical scaling is red. The damage type is defined by the description. But also while I'm doing it, I'm going through and tweaking skills. So like Ninja got a bunch of changes to it. Magician, all their bolts went level 5, and they got access to Earth Spike and Heaven Strive as a mage instead of as a sage/wizard. Since they both got that skill anyways. Technically Sense should probably be here too, but it's fine. Sense being a first job skill makes more sense to me, but I haven't moved it yet, so. And then like at job merchant, Mammonite cost went way the fuck down. Mammonite now scales on the target level rather than a flat cost and skill level cost. But right now I'm getting ready to do Type 1 at job Type 1. Did you play League or no? So like I reworked. I just finished running when I got pinged to, hey, why don't you stream? So I lowered running to level 7. It was level 10, obviously. Ooh, my mocha's hot. It's a hot mocha. Yeah. Okay. There's a champion called Udyr. Before he was reworked, I'm thinking about doing the kicks similar to that. The way his work is every third auto attack, when you're in that stance, it triggers that effect. Yeah. Though Udyr, you only have one stance active at a time, so I don't know how I want to handle that. If I want to do it like every cast auto attack is the cast, because there's 4 skills, or if I want it to be you can only be in one stance. I'm leaning towards you can have all stances still, but we'll see. And I can always be like, oh yeah, a ranker lowers the cost. And then I also don't know if I want you to click the button to trigger it, or if you want to, it will automatically trigger. So those are two choices I need to make still. Let's go ahead and go into the code real quick. Go ahead and hide our row. Let's go ahead and find a TK tornado. Wait, no, it's not tornado kick. It's TK underscore. Go to definition. Storm kick, that's what it is. Storm kick. Auto references. We already have a bunch of changes of Storm kick too, so of the kicks. I reworked Ranker completely different here. Ranker's just a flat every 20 kills. You get a bonus. Rather than the whole ranking system. Top 10. Did I not lower the level of... I'll take a look. Yeah, I saw that you sent me this. I haven't looked at the code yet or anything. Yeah, ddraw.dll and then controller support.dll. Ah, interesting. Yeah, no, you can do some crazy stuff if you know what you're doing. So let's go ahead and... So we want tornado kick, so we actually want to do SC already. No. Ready storm, there it is. Okay, SC ready storm, final references, hide RO. So let's go ahead and do ready storm only for now. Okay, so we want to okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is the infant duration. This is the counting how many stats you have active for how much AD you have and AP you have. This is, yeah, how much bonus attack damage you have. And this is the chance to trigger combo. Okay. So what I need to do is right here, this needs to be a counter. So rather than do this, I need to do okay, let's ignore ranker for now. This is ranker, this is non-ranker, so let's do non-ranker first. So we want to do we can do it in the same bit of code. So let's go ahead and disable the old one. We'll disable all the old skills real quick. And then we want to do, okay, if SC, oh, if SC get SC, SCE, SC ready storm, SC ready storm, And then we want to do SC. We got a variable real quick. Int skip. No, this is the bool. Bool skip equals 0. And then SCE. SDE equal backspace forward space. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. Null for a moment. And then SCE equals this. And this would be is not equal. Null for I don't need the no pointer check there. Okay, I don't need the no pointer check there. So just if SCE equals that, then we want to grab the SCE val1 plus plus if SCE if SCE SCE val1 how many hits do you want to trigger the autocast? So we can either do autocast or we can do pop above your head. So you click it. Let's do 7. That's 0. So every 7th attack it will trigger, and then for now we will only do the say it above your head. And this 15 is 0 to 100. And save. Are these all in order? Ready, 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 ready? Yeah. They're all in order, so I can actually do a for loop here through all of them. Rather than doing a let's see. SC type SC list for equal SC ready definition. Oh my god. Definition. Thank you. There we go. And then bracket that. And then we're gonna do I don't need these yet, so I just need to make sure this works first. Build solution. So now every 7th auto attack, I should always trigger it. It's a 15% chance, so 100 divided by 15. It'd be every 6.6. So technically this is a nerf. So let's lower to greater than or equal to 6. So this will be a buff. Close all windows, build solution. Run server, run client, maximize chat backup, show RO, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I wanted to, I can make them. I can even make them overlap, but okay. So now if I do ready tornado, tornado is the only one that's gonna active now. So yeah, spawn 1905. What's that message? Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready to hit? Oh. All stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yeah, literally every 6th one it now triggers. Do you want it like that where I have to click it every time, or do you want to auto click? I think you clicking it makes more sense. Kinda. Let's go ahead and try it without you manually clicking. Let's go ahead and stop the server. And then let's replace this with let's see. So oh my god, what's the autocast? No, auto counter. Fucking MG underscore cold bolt. Sage auto spell. That's the one I want, but not Sage auto spell. We want get SCF Sage auto spell. The damage ratio. A spell fist. There it is. Right? Yeah, that's it, right. I see advanced autocast. Find more references. Actually, it's not what I wanted. I'm looking for this, but not that one. Yeah, Sage out of this is the one I'm looking for. Okay. Just skill cast and damage ID? Do I want skill cast and damage ID, or do I want skill cast and damage ID, or do I want skill attack? Skill cast and damage ID. This would be BL, and this would be flag 0. What am I doing? What's funny is I actually have a skill or a card modifier I added to the game that increases AoE size of skills. The skill I tested it with was Frost Nova. CJ home deck, and then this would be find our references real quick. This should probably be value 2 that's changing here, actually. We'll change that to value 2. Then value 1. Let's go ahead and grab a TK Ready Storm, just for Ready Storm. Sup, good morning. Rather than, these ones, I need to pull these ones out real quick. Yeah, let's pull these ones out real quick. To here, the gap here. We're gonna grab this, paste this into here. You'll see why in a second. We can get rid of all of those. Yeah, get rid of all of those. Yeah, skill underscore ID equal Dragon's Victory. Then we will do this without the break. Get rid of this. There we go. And then we want to go down to here. We want to get rid of Dragon's Victory. We want to get rid of this. And then a break right here. Oh. Break right there. And then this right here, instead of being skill level, because these are all level 1 skills, other than dodge, actually, right? Dodge is... I'll leave that. We'll leave dodge up there. We'll get rid of these 4. Dodge. Dodge is there. TK dodge, get rid of TK dodge right here. Get rid of victory right there. We don't need this anymore, so we can get rid of that. And then this can be a break again. This can be back tabbed and then we want to replace skill level with skill underscore ID. So value 1 will store the skill ID. Or no, skill level. Yeah. We want the skill level of TK skill. Have you used AI for RO coding? I have not. No, I don't see the point. I don't trust AI for coding. The only time I would do it is if it was things that did not matter. It was genuine thing that did not matter, but half the time I'm better off just doing it myself by hand. Because the little bit I did try, I spent more time fixing it than I would have done doing it by hand originally. Since I know the system all already, I don't need a tool that will do it worse than me, slower than me. And if you're the opposite end, where you don't know anything, it's really bad because you're not going to be able to fix the mistakes it makes. I think the best use case for it is people who are comfortable with the systems, but not super proficient. But then it can become a crutch. What was I doing? No, it was not good. That's the problem. It was bad. That's the whole problem. It wasn't good enough. Granted, this was like a year ago now, so like it's definitely gotten better since then. Supposedly. So I want skill level of... This is what I want right here. So I want to grab this, and then I want to grab this, and then I want to grab this. So this is going to be the new format. But again, I've been doing this for fucking 20 years. I've been on this project for 8 years, so like, okay, this would be TK underscore form. Oh my god. Fucking IntelliSense. This, and then you have shit like this, like the Copilot IntelliSense shit that's also autofill, like it's just not fucking finishing up. TK underscore storm kick. TK underscore down kick. TK underscore turn kick. And TK underscore counter kick. Sup. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy them. Most of my videos are just me showing off shit I've been coding, so. Okay, there we go. So now it will save the level. That's right. Is this the right function? Let me double check real quick. Return skill ID. Return skill level. Okay. That is correct. Okay. So that returns the skill level. Of the kick. So now that we're returning the skill level of the kick into the SC value, let's go ahead and find our references to SC steady kick again, ready kick. It's gonna be here, and now we can just use term kick, and this would be SCE about 1. The forums are I don't go on the forums as much anymore. I still answer questions all the time in Discord though. Yeah, or if people PM me, I'll answer questions usually. Unless I'm unless I'm annoyed, and in which case I tell you to go fucking do sport. Although if your first message to me, if it's your first message to me, I will tell you to go fucking use sport. Like don't just message me. Particularly if you say hello and then just don't say anything else, and then I respond, and you take like 5 minutes or longer to respond again. Okay, so let's see how this works. Build solution. I don't know if I want skill cast in damage ID here, or if I want to go skip the skill cast in and go directly to skill attack. Which is actually what I probably prefer. Let me that coder here real quick. Skill attack, storm kick, SCE flag is 0. That's most likely what I actually want right there. Build solution. Yeah, though some of the stuff people are making nowadays is so fucking cool. Like some of the stuff PLV does is really cool. Not my cup of tea, mind you, but some of the stuff he does is like has really good, cool stuff. And then where's my stream? And then some of the. I wish Ornstein wasn't. I wish he wasn't Ornstein. Like some of the stuff he's doing with his project is really cool. I can't stand that he's using AI for it. Like using AI art for it and then claiming it's like, oh yeah, it's only 3% of the project's AI art. Where the fuck did you pull that number out of? From what I've seen of your project, it's like half AI art. Which, I'm sorry, pay an artist. You can afford it. You can pay an artist. and you can't afford it, draw it yourself and do temp placeholder art. Make it very clearly placeholder art. Don't use like AI to generate art. What Habibi, I think is his name. He has a project going on. It's basically like Dark Souls, where you lose all your stuff. When you die, you lose your souls, stuff like that. It actually made me make my roguelike videos. Wave files would inflate the download size too much. Yeah, wave files are massive. I mean, do you care about download size though? And if you do care about the download size, don't use WAV files. I'm pretty sure the clients, you would just need a DLL to support other client file types, right? More compressed file types. 6. Okay, let's go ahead and spawn 1905. Turn on Tornado Kicks, and it's still the only one I have active. Oh. Prepare Storm Kick. Okay, I'm in stance. Yeah, okay. So now it auto triggers. Yeah, so every 7th hit or 6th hit is Tornado Kick. So let's go ahead and do this with the other ones. Close, close. We can get rid of that. We can close this, and then what we want to do here is let's go through here. Let's go through here. We were going to grab the skill names. This is actually not SC type. This is going to be hello, hover. Thank you. E skill. E skill. Okay. Storm kick. Down kick. Turn kick. And ready counter. And then we are going to, oops, that was a Y, and then ready counter. Okay, there we go. Now we have these listed. Let's go ahead and go back one, and then we want to do a for loop. So we're going to do a for, I should be here, right? I equals 0. I is less than, I could use a size modifier, but there's no point in using a size modifier, so just do 4 here. I plus plus, and then we actually, apparently we don't have an I here, so int I equals 0. Let's do an int 8 here. There's no point in it being a higher value, so we don't need to, we can save some data, save some memory. Lower this, and then we want to do, then we want to grab this right here, and then we want to replace this with sclist I. Then we want to replace this with sklist I. Sklist I. And then we want to do a skip bool right here. Skip equal true. Actually, no, this would be a break. Yeah, break here. Otherwise, we continue. I don't need the skip anymore. And then we can get rid of this real quick. Just temporarily get rid of that so I can have it saved still. Save. And then we should build solution. Most likely, yeah. If you want to take, let me show you the patch notes for the current patch. This is the current patch notes for next patch. Like, the next patch is massive. It's almost all first job stuff though. Christian, it's only been like 3 days since the last patch. The last patch was the 26th. Yeah, my last patch was the 26th, and it was about the same length. Like I said, I went through all the first jobs and did UI updates on all the skills, but while I was there, I tweaked things. So let's go ahead. This should work first try. We'll find out. Run server. Of course, because I said it's going to work first try, it's not going to work, but, you know. When it patches or when it starts, let me create my Mocha. And then I need to figure out what I want to do with Rinker. Okay. So let's go ahead and we don't need the kicks up here anymore because they don't actually do anything. So we'll prepare. Actually, we can just prepare, and then at spawn 1905. At spawn 1905. This one. And there we go, all in a row. It cannot do 2 kicks at the same turn, on the same tack. So it literally does 3 autos and then does all 3 of those. Look at us go. And every time it's exactly the same. Now this doesn't need to be mutually exclusive with the previous code. This could actually be additive with the previous code. The deeps. No, deep is correct. I also don't have spurt. If I do spurt, I'll be quite a bit stronger. There you go. Also, if I cast Breakfall, which I need to tweak that, I get more attack speed and attack damage if I use Breakfall. Yeah. So yeah, it's literally just hands off. Like, I don't need to click anything anymore. I think that's too often. I do think that's a little too much still. I mean, I'm gonna probably lower it from every auto to maybe. Let me test some numbers. Close all. Okay, so currently it's 6. Let's dump it to 8, which would mean 50% of the tax. Baseline, it's 15%. The actual number is 15% chance, which is about 1 in every 6 attacks. And if you take 4 attacks into it, it'd be 1 point every 6. So technically, this is DPS neutral, but you're not casting manually. So I should probably add an SP check here. Like this should be check SP, terrain SP. It's like if you were manually casting, so this would be, let's see, require equal skill conditions. Check requirements. Actually, wait. Control F. There's actually, what's the function call? Is it like check cast begin? Yeah, skill check condition cast begin. Okay. And then we can call this real quick. This is going to be SD. Skill ID is the skill list ID. Skill level is the skill level. Target is BL. Okay, and then oh my god. If condition cast begin. And then we want to grab this right here, around here. We'll start the cast. So I've already changed how Ranker works on my server. So type 1 skills are mutually exclusive. So it's 15 for if on every auto attack. I made it so they can all trigger independently, and the chance is higher. Yeah, see, so here's the Ranker, which is there's no else's, and there's else's. That's literally the only difference between Ranker. At least on my server. Well, there's actually a lot more than that, but that's the only change on the kicks themselves. Okay. Let's go and get rid of this real quick, and then we want to go back to requirements. Condition, energy code, some potion, escape, trap. This is not check cast to begin. I don't care about past be end. I want the consume requirements. Consume requirement, there it is. There we go, and then we want to do consume requirement, and this is SD, comma, target is BL, comma, skill ID, skill, and then type. What does type mean? P definition. But Metallicense, I love fucking Metallicense so much. Type. Type is 1, consume, score, after. Okay, so it's to be type 2. Yeah. Wait, is this not return? Oh no, it's really return. Okay, so undo. That's literally that. Okay. There we go. Build solution. So now it should drain SP whenever you trigger. So now if I start the server back up, then start client back up. 1.6. Like, this code is really easy to do, so caveat to that. It's really easy to do because I've already done some work on how combos work. So if you take a look at my combo code, actually the combo code doesn't matter for this part, but see how I use SC combo, SC for each combo type, rather than just using the standard one combo. It makes things a lot cleaner. It means it requires more variables, but who cares about variables? That's so little information. 5. So let's go ahead and do tornado, heal, round, counter, and tumbling. And then ooh, I'm failing the check. 1 second. Go to definition. Oh, it's checking for the SCs. It's checking for these now. So let's go ahead and yeah, see, it's failing right here because of these. So let's go ahead and disable these for a minute. Wait. Is there a flag option for there a flag option for Caspian? To get a munition. I could always use a negative skill point or skill level check. Wait, no, it's a UN. Never mind, I can't. I want to do this. I mean, I can just start the SC and then end the SC, but I don't really want to do that. So yeah, let's just go to definition, combo, grab a break real quick, return a break right here, save, build solution. I have not touched, oh, the escalator skills are changed on the server, but they are not changed this patch yet, no. As from what they were for the previous patch. So it depends on what you mean by that question. Starlighter has a full rework, however, is not in a very good spot right now. There's a few bugs, there's a few like misinterpretations on, because I didn't design the class. Somebody else did the design document for it, and I misinterpreted some things, as well as like just some bugs, and then some actual design flaws as well. So between those three things, the class isn't very good, especially at low APM. Like if you're playing at low APM, it's really terrible to play. Spawn 1905. Okay, let's try this again. So 287 SP. Do the kicks not cost SP? So I'm not losing SP here. 1 second. Skill DB. I'm pretty sure these skills cost SP. Turn kick. Oh, I haven't. Turn kick. Yeah, so it costs 2 SP here. It's definitely not costing SP, so we need to... Why is it not doing that? Close all, close all. It's probably because the flag. It's probably my flag. Yeah, I think it's I'm using flag 2 instead of flag 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need flag 1 here. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, and performers are 2. Okay. My bad. I misinterpreted that note. Build solution. Okay. And then run server. Patch notes. What about events? What about events? Yes, Clucker. The Clucker event can kill you, yes. Hopefully you're not doing Iron Man. That event should probably just be disabled for Iron Man. Probably a good call. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Event, NPC, events, no. Private, event, auto event, Iron Man. PC is PPP. SSF. Oh, okay, that's right. It is SSF. Okay, and then Cluckers. Okay, so we will do Pluckers as one event. This is on start event. Join event. Live, yes. The bar dancer has not reworked, has not gone through yet. They have a rework coming, so. Okay. Go ahead and grab this. Use this, and then we want to do equals 7, which is Cluckers. And then we want to do oh shit, I don't actually stop you from joining Iron Man event. I'm gonna stop you as well. Close. Backspace. And then Pluckers. And then we want SSF, and then we want Plucker. Cluckers event. SSF. If is SSF. Oh wait, I'm not sure my code, am I? Sorry. Language C++. But as of right now, they are officially how they normally work, which is you need a thing in your party. To answer your actual question. Save. Let me go ahead and write that in patch notes. Patch notes. Iron Man can no longer join Pluckers event. Save. Okay. Start client back up. Start RO. Start Taekwon. Spawn 1905. Spawn 1905. And then tornado, heal, round, counter, and tumbling. Okay, just draining my SP now. So actively drain your SP now. Now the question is, do we want kicks to trigger auto attack effects? So recently I added a new flag. This will be a huge buff if it is. So recently I added a flag for skill DB. AC underscore double. I added a new attack flag right here. Wait, can you see that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I added a new attack flag, normal attack. It means it will trigger auto cast as well as on hit effects as if it was a normal attack. You know what? Let's do it. Fuck it. TK underscore storm. That's a typo right there. Turn kick, counter kick. And jump kick. Okay. So now we have storm kick. Let me make sure they're. So it's storm kick, or we call it tornado, don't we? Yeah, tornado whirlwind kick. Oh my god, which one do I want to call it? Tornado kick or whirlwind kick? Because there's 3 different names. This says it's tornado kick here. whirlwind kick in the description, but tornado kick where you hover, and then it's storm kick in the code. So we need to pick one. I like tornado the best there, so we'll do tornado. I actually kind of like storm kick the most, but tornado kick, then axe kick or heel drop. We can go axe kick, roundhouse kick is just roundhouse kick. Counter kick is also called counter kick. Yep. Counter kick and flying side kick. And flying side kick. Now trigger. What's the actual word I used last patch? I forget. What was the actual wording I chose? Oh, are now normal attack flag. Okay. Oh, well, even last patch, there's still this part. Are now normal attack flagged. That's a fairly big bump to all those skills, so y'all can enjoy that. Yeah. Like I said, it has 3 different names. So in code is Storm Kick. So it's Storm or Tornado or Whirlwind. And then Axe Kick is Axe Kick, Heel Drop, or Down Kick. Roundhouse Kick is Roundhouse Kick or Turn Kick. And Counter Kick is just Counter Kick. So that one's easy. Then Flying Side Kick, I think, has a different name too. Let me go to definition. Yeah, Jump Kick. Yeah, Flying Side Kick is also called Jump Kick. I could actually make Flying Side Kick work as well. But point blank, so. Yeah, you know, okay, let's do it. Okay, close this, and let's go ahead and stop this. Stop the server. Then let's go ahead and do sc_dodge. Up this to 5. This would be tk_jump kick. And then we want to go back to finding SC Ready Storm. No, I want TK Ready Storm. There we go. That's what I wanted. So this one right here. Dodge should actually be fine if I remember correctly. I think I already did that, Joa. I'm pretty sure they're already usable. They're also usable while doing a song. Let me double check real quick to confirm, but I'm pretty sure I did. SkillDB. Let's go ahead and do AC_D. Oh no, it's still just bow. Let me go ahead and what's a bard skill? let's see. Arrow Vulcan. Whip invincible. Okay. Skill edits. Skill DB. Arrow Shower. Arrow Vulcan. Is there another skill that's on that same group? Whip, musical instrument, and bow. Is there another skill that I'm thinking of? Or is it just Arrow Shower and Double Strafe? Yeah, because another skill they have that's active is concentration. So yeah, okay, just those two skills. Okay, done. Patch notes. Now usable with a whip / instrument. A whip / instrument, and then let's go ahead and fix the descriptions while I'm at it. AC_double, bow, whip, or instrument, and AC shower, bow, whip, or instrument. Save. We got done. Let's go ahead and go back to C. Okay, build solution. Okay, let's go ahead and test this out. Home server. So now we also have Flying Sidekick enabled. Also, dodge probably dropped down to 7 levels. I might give it a slight boost in damage overall, but it should probably drop down to 7 levels. I've been lowering Type 1 skill points wherever I can. Oh no, tumbling is only level 1. Wonderful. Okay, so I actually need to do that then. Tumbling needs to move. Close, 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 and let's go ahead and do TK ready storm, and then we're gonna move dodge as well. TK dodge, and TK dodge into here, and then doot, doot, and then we want to do this right here, and this is TK underscore jump kick. There we go. Build solution. Okay. Run server again. Reopen chat. Start client. Is the instrument damage? Yes, those are both ranged. Yeah, they are both ranged damage. The only ranged weapon that is melee is shotgun, and it's technically still ranged. But it's the only one that, like, it benefits from onslaught instead of range mastery. But it's still technically a ranged weapon. Though it's ranged only 4, it's a ranged weapon. Yeah, spawn 1905. Also, there's a huge buff to so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not getting my tornado kick in, my flying side kick in. Why am I not getting flying side kick in? Yeah, it is TK jump kick. Why is it not triggering TK jump kick? Counter heal tornado. Round heal tornado kick. Let's go and turn off the other stances real quick. Counter off, roundhouse kick, heal off, tornado off. Now it's just this one. Is it failing a check? Yes, it does, but I just added it as an offensive as well. When when doing this automatically. Okay, so so this is checking jump kick. Okay, jump kick. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so but why is it failing right here? Like, I think it's failing the Caspian. I think it's failing here. But why is it failing there? All the other ones passed, so it's clearly... Oh, I see why. I'm gonna mess. Okay. Build solution. I didn't use a size here, so... run server. I didn't dynamically make it adjust the size, so I didn't manually adjust the size. Yeah, dumbass. Yeah, I know how, but I do know how flying sidekick works. People complain that I didn't change all the time. People don't like it triggering on dodge, which is like, yeah, well, then turn off dodge. I'm going to tell you. Spawn 1905. Let's go ahead and turn on tumbling. Why am I missing flying sidekick though? Oh. What do you mean flying sidekick? Cast in damage ID is not a thing for flying sidekick? Give me a second. Let's go ahead and hide a row. Apparently this is not triggered in flying sidekick. Find all references. Is it a no damage skill by default? I know it does damage, obviously, but I think it might be calling. Attack is hitting. Miss status change. Jump kick. Special effect, additional effects, combo toggle, skill attack, skill cast in no damage ID. Oh, I see. And then if it's an enemy, it switches to attack damage. I see. Huh. Interesting. That's an easy fix, by the way. You just call cast in no damage ID instead of damage ID. If I equals 4, I should not hard code this. If I equals this, and then we want to use else, so cast in no damage ID, to get mission, check flag. Build solution. That's all off. There we go. close, build solution. I didn't close the client or close the server before I built. Okay, built, run server, restart the client, open chat back up. Not the user saying much, but open chat back up. You drop out of VC on Discord as well, since somebody's joined. I thought Temp might join here since he asked me to stream. Okay. And spawn, 1905. Let's go ahead and turn on tumbling again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. 1, 2. Oh, it interrupts your attack. I don't think we want that then. Let me see. I see TK. TK Stormkit real quick. Yeah, I think that was the bit of code I wanted. I was initially at. Let's go back there real quick. Okay, there's drum kick. And there's no jump kick right here. Jump kick. Close all windows, build solution. I can always not jump as well. Which would potentially be the solution. Either not cast jump kick, or not move on jump kick. And just use it as a standard kick. Like it's on Isgard. This is the song's Icewind. I forget where it is though. Song 110. I can look it up if you want. Let's see. Desktop. Fine. Sex. Key set song. Data. MP3 data. 110. It's in BL Temple, the Job 3 Archer area. Yeah, QUE underscore QSCH, which is sorry, I can't remember the name. Starts with an S though. It's one of the guild castles. Odin Temple. Yeah. So yeah, Isgard. I'm pretty sure it's the castle that starts with an S, though. Not. I don't know if that's Isgard or not. Oh, not showing arrow. Show arrow again. Okay. Yeah, spawn 1905. tumbling. 3, 4, 5, 6. Tumbling doesn't interrupt your attack anymore, but oh, the first one doesn't. Or sometimes doesn't. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is remove this, cancel this, open this back up. We are gonna undo this guy. And then for jump kick, rather than doing this, go to definition, TK jump kick. We're gonna just call the straight up attack. And then flag 0. And then, yeah, nice job, a fucking bot. That 100% sounds like a bot, so. You have until I open up Twitch. And, you have until I open up Twitch. And ban you. And no response? Okay, banned. Build solution. Run server. Start client back up again. Drink some more mocha. Okay. Back to 5. What I think I'll do is I'll have to recode this one real quick to call damage ID for this skill specifically. Go to definition. Oh my god, come on. Fucking. What about it? This has no, this just buffs it, frankly. Okay, go to definition. Thank you. Okay, build solution. Okay, let's try this now. Yeah, this will just be, they'll just auto trigger it from range, like they currently do. It'll just be a buff to ranged, super nice. Yeah, Supernovas is an afterthought as far as I'm concerned. It's not... I'm not going to balance other classes around Supernovas. If Supernovas is too strong, I can remove one of its skills. Or I can just add a melee check to these skills, like make them melee. That's part of the skill condition. then it just doesn't work on bow. Or just add a weapon check. Yeah, just make it check weapon, check for unarmed or book. There's only weapons you can actually use it with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At spawn 1905. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kick 1. Yeah, that's much better. So he does the animation now. So, but it doesn't actually move. Now if I do a counter kick, I should probably make these kicks or these stances not interrupt your attacking. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a quick running. That way I boost my attack damage. It literally gives me 100 damage, so might as well do it. And I'm not ranked, so that's why I'm not getting those posts. That's so gross. Let me go ahead and get more APM real quick. That AGI 999 or 99. There we go. Now I have 300 APM. That's really gross. And I want to point out, these do apply on hit effects too. So if I grab shiny handcuffs, sport item 2708. Grab 2 of these real quick. You don't know what these are, that's fine. But these are an auto cast item that you guys don't have access to. It triggers on the cast as well. So if I go, I actually should be able to trigger it with just flying sidekick. Yeah, see, flying sidekick now triggers it as well. So I flagged them as auto attacks. So every single one of those kicks is triggers it. Yes. So many see so much. So that also means like card effects and stuff like that get triggered on kicks. So it's a big buff. Is Paka or let me ping them real quick, see if they're around. Official classes. Yeah, Soul Linker at Star Gladiator. Drop this in streaming. Streaming announcements. Ping Discord real quick. Yeah, it's applied now. I mentioned it earlier. If I go to Skill DB, yeah, it's literally just this right here. Oop. Yeah, if I have add damage for like normal attacks, it means it's treated as a normal attack for all card effects. It does not take multi-hit into account, by the way, when it does that. So, like, if you have a multi-hit, like, double strafe isn't going to trigger twice for normal attacks, but it'll be treated like a normal attack for things. Okay. I have all the old code still for these, so we'd route. Obviously, this is all hands off now. This is just like AFK auto attack play. There is no reactive play at all anymore. So what I think I'll do is go back to Star Trek. So I'll go back to, let's close this. Let's go ahead and, nope, nobody's responding, okay. And then let's go ahead and minimize W++. So, currently it's on every 8th hit. Let's go ahead and up that to 10. This is a nerf to the 15% chance. So it's consistent, but it's a nerf. It also, they cannot trigger on the same hit. However, what we can do is add this right here. Do that. Question mark. 8. I also added Flying Sidekick, so, and boosted Spurt. Spurt got boosted this patch. Here. Yeah, Spurt went from 10% to 30% damage increase. And technically this was skill level of the skill kick, so it was actually 7% oftentimes to 30%. And the duration went up. The running should have gone down in level. TK underscore run. Did I not max level it? Lower the max level? I did. Skill tree. That's not the skill tree I want to look at. Let's see. Close this. Open this. Import skill tree. TK run is 7. Save. Wait, this is not Taekwon, is it? This is, yeah, this is maybe over here. Okay, and then we want to go to this one real quick. Okay, Taekwon, Inherent Novice, TK run, 7, save. Okay, so another close again. Let's go ahead and close, run server. Okay. I'm waiting for a Spooter to hop in and so I can show him something. This is brain dead. This is like the antithesis of what I like in gameplay, to be fair. I think I prefer the reaction, but spawn, not gonna flood. I think giving the kicks manual cast as well will be good if we do this way. Okay. And what was I checking? Oh yeah, ranker got increased. Okay. So it's every 10. So I should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I don't have any kicks on. So if I turn on kicks, I should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I should get 5 kicks, and then 5 non-kicks, and then 5 kicks, and then 5 non-kicks. Let me take off these items real quick. Okay, and let's lower my APM at HEI minus 99, minus 99. Stop at 100, and we'll drop down to 1, 2, 3. And I think they only trigger on hit. What about you at dex minus 99. And then add a, yeah, 99. Yeah, okay, so they actually have to hit. Which is fair, like that's a fine. That's already how it was anyway, so. Especially considering you get the running boost, which I think increase your hit chance as well. No, it did not. Maybe I should increase the hit chance on running. Because running currently gives you 7 hit and 70 attack unarmed. Nope, he's not coming. The game man is not coming. Makes me sad. And then these kicks right here should be manually castable, but only if you have the stance active. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how I want to do that. Let me close this real quick. Close this. Let's try something real quick. Let's go ahead and turn back on the old code as well. I'm not turning off the new code, by the way. I'm just turning on the old code as well. And let's go ahead and drop this number from significantly. Where is it? Let's go ahead and drop this to, say, 20 hits, and drop this to 10. Or 15. Save. So if you have all 5 kicks active, it will take you it'll be a 25 kick route, or 20 5 out of the 20 kicks will trigger, so about 25%. It's a, actually, wait, yeah, that's there. It's 15%. 100 divided by 15. That'd be no. There. 100 divided by 30. My brain. Okay. So 1 over 20 is 5%, but it's not 5, it's 5 out of 20, which is 25%. So we want 5 out of 25, which is 20%, and then 5 out of 30, which is 16%. Okay, so this actually should be a 30 to be equal to the old champs. And the 15, yeah, so that's more like it. Okay. It felt like I was kicking way more than before. But I was. My math was terribly wrong. I was assuming 1 kick, not all kicks. If you only have 1 kick active, this is absolutely a nerf. Assuming it didn't auto proc as well, or manually proc. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so now we go tornado kick, heel kick, ground kick, counter kick, tornado kick, heel drop, roundhouse kick, and counter kick. Let's go ahead and grab this as well. At spawn, 1905. Now if I kick him, oh, that's right. I removed that check. The room they're missing. Goddamn, I need to add the check back, but then I need to skip the check and the condition check. The only condition I actually care about is the SB, so I can always just check that manually. So let's do that. Close all. Let's remove this condition check right here. require equal. Grab this. Backspace, forward space. Grab this. If require SP is greater than yeah, this is an SD check. SD stat SD status battle status dot SP okay. Oh wait, this is required SP, isn't it? Yeah, required SP. So we'll check the SP amount. And then we want to do, let's go this one real quick, PI definition. I don't want to remove the go ahead and grab this real quick. Actually, wait. What is the dragon skill? SC underscore mantle? Wind mantle. There it is, okay. Backspace, 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 backspace. There it is, okay. Yeah. SP cost. And then how do I get SP cost? That's right, those were hard coded in for some reason. Status SP. Get skill SP. There it is. Backspace. Get skill SP. If get skill SP. That, and then we can get rid of that, and then we can switch that out for this value right here, and we can get rid of that value, and then why is this one erroring me? What? Build solution. Oh, it's because the and SDPL, isn't it? Yeah. Confused. Oh, I'm missing one. There it is. Failed build solution. Missing a bracket. Oh, and this is going to be 0, 0. Ideally, this would be done. Whatever, we'll just turn it twice. Like so. Build solution. Now it checks for the SP only, so you can still manually kick. Now we go back to, oops. Let's go ahead and find kick counter kick. Additional effects, additional effects, additional effects. Not that one, not that one. Not that one. This is the one I wanted to check. Remove twist break. Put this down here. That's the same one. Build solution. Okay, run server. Run client. Look at chat again. Nobody's in chat. Okay. Grab some Avoca. One of my YouTube chat is going through. Somebody messaged me and responded on YouTube, didn't they, earlier? I think somebody did. I think someone said something about YouTube being on YouTube earlier. Hopefully my chat is, yeah, okay, I have both chats enabled, so. So let's go ahead and at spawn, 1905. Tornado. Heal, round encounter. Yeah. Alright, add all stats. I think something went wrong. Oh my! look at the animation. Not much wrong. It's triggering every single attack. Yeah, like. That is not how that's supposed to go. Oh my god. Close. Close. Okay, something's off. I'm trying to re-enable the actual official way. Let me disable that again real quick to make sure it's not that that's causing the issue. Okay. Let me actually redo this one. Basic attack. Okay. So plus. So if it's you have mission enabled and you are class type 1 and you have fame for 180, then it should be 15, else it's 30. Then we set it to 0. Build the solution. And then we check your SP cost. If your SP, oh my god, I'm a dumbass. We definitely want to change that. Build solution. I was checking the enemy SP. So it always succeed too. Run server. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Supposedly, you're not supposed to use a tenery if you're on a. There we go. Yeah, supposedly teneries, which are these inline if statements, are bad. For like specifically on Windows in Visual Studios, because it doesn't apparently do it properly. So let's go ahead and just add tornado kick real quick. Yeah, see, I'm tornado kicking every kick. Okay. That's not how that is supposed to go. Okay. I wonder if I think it's the tenery messing it up. So let's go ahead and close this real quick. So we'll go ahead and move this into here. And Valkyrie is over 15. Or SC value 2 is greater than equal to 30. Yeah, so all those need to be true for SCE greater than 30. Okay. Why? Okay, build. Build solution. Actually, we'll put the 31st. That's more likely to be true than all those statements. Okay. So now we check if statement, check increase value, check value, reset value, and then thing. Also, we reset value even if it fails to trigger. Build solution. So even if it fails to cast because you run at SP, it will reset. So it won't mess up the count. I could move that into here to be fair, but I figured if you're out of SP, just reset it anyways. It's a very, very not likely to happen. Unless you get like Talmud or something. Yeah, spawn 1905. So let's go ahead and turn on Axe Tornado Kick again. Oh, put that on 5. Okay. So now it's not triggering every time. And then it should trigger on the 30th hit, which is quite a few. There it is. Okay. Okay, it triggered. Okay, triggers, triggered. Okay, close all. Now let's go ahead and re-enable the old system. Build solution. Okay, now the old system is re-enabled. So this is just a pure buff. And then we go ahead and turn back on the server. Start the client back up. Check out your chat real quick. Got a little bit of cocoa powder on the bottom of my mug. There we go. Come on, thank you. Okay, Paka. That's fun. 1905. You missed some of the testing, but kicks now auto trigger. I'm not going to press any of the buttons for the manual kicks. So it's after 30 kicks, it'll trigger. So it's still doing the stances, and then it will auto trigger them in order. But you can also manually kick in. Oh, sorry. So I'm not clicking right now. So hands up, and then after 30 hits, it will do the kicks in order, including flying side kick. By the way, the flying side kick doesn't move you; it just does it in place. And then you can also manually cast them. When your ranker is lowers to every 15 hits, which means 33% of your kicks will be attack will be kicks. Additionally, let's go ahead and show off the other part that put these on real quick. Let's go ahead and grab flying sidekick real quick. Flying sidekick on F9. Kicks are now considered auto attacks for the sake of auto cast and status effects. Yeah. So you can do stuff like this. Also, you just missed a bug with no, they don't replace it. They auto cast it. So it hits twice. It's a 100% DPS increase. Yeah, so if I do let's go ahead and remove, turn this off, turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. Actually, we'll leave tumbling on because that one's this one won't trigger the. Whoops. I'm gonna try to take these fuckers off. They're a 30% chance to autocast Firebolt, so I'm not ranker unfortunately, so that's set fame. Got fame. No, there's no fame command, so I could manually edit it, but Yeah, so your auto attack goes off as well. So you still have to optimize. You still want to manually cast, but it's not as necessary. Also, I still need to make these castable. I want to make the kick stances castable while you're autoing something, so you can turn them off mid attack without stopping what you're doing. Yeah, so this is still optimal. However, I'm not ranked. Let's go ahead and give me rank real quick. MySQL. Let's see, Ragnarok. Let's see, care, select, Ryu. Let's go ahead and give me where is fame. Control, HP, AP, stat points, skill tree points, party, karma, hair. Is fame at towards the end? No, title, hotkeys, unique counter, unbanned fame. 200. Apply. Finish. Okay. Gonna start climbing back up. So now I'm famous. Okay. So my HP and stuff went way up. I don't have stances active. Stances should probably stay active through death, but yeah. So now that they should trigger after 15. So boom, 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 and then back to normal attacks. You can stagger them as well, so you can like auto turn on, and then you would have them staggered better, rather than being like loaded at one point. Also, your damage is so much higher as a fucking ranker. Holy shit. I only gained 15 attack speed, but I'll gain a ton more. What's it called? Yeah, and of course you can do this still, which is still the old type on ranker one. Each one is independent, Aka. They're each independent, and it does it at before it checks the ESP. I'll show you the code. So it goes through in this order. So storm, ready, turn, counter, dodge, which is storm, down, turn, counter, jump, and then it checks if that is active. If it's active, it sets the value, increases the value 2. Checks the value 2 versus 15 or 30, or checks. If it's higher, it resets to 0. Tries to consume SP. If it successfully consumes SP, it casts. And then breaks. So with this stop, which makes it so it doesn't trigger more than one. If I get rid of this right here, I can trigger all 5 at once. That's the only thing stopping it from. Also, this right here can be deleted. I don't use it anymore. And these trigger before the status are applied, so it doesn't remove the status. Actually, let me go to the mission real quick. Let's see, Storm. No, not Storm Kit. Not Ready Storm. I want Combo Storm. Okay. I see Combo Storm. Okay. This is skill casting, no damage ID. No, that's not what I want. I do not want cast begin. I want skill check condition cast end, which does not have a flag. That's unfortunate. Okay. So I could technically skip this. But I won't. For now, it'll just end it. Yeah, so the auto trigger ones, if it auto triggers the one that just triggered from ready, it will delete it. It'll remove the ready, that's fine. That makes it slightly weaker than it sounds on paper, but not by much. Okay. There we go. And then what did you say? And I don't feel like removing that condition, so God, there should probably be a flag on this one right here. Okay. I was playing with it. The problem is the way the skills are coded. They are not targeted skills. I'd rather completely rework them from the ground up. It would not be a simple light change. I mean, this took me 2 hours to do to get to where it is right now. I could also Storm. I can also have this number scale off of skill level, which is this right here. Times 4. Or minus that value. That is more like it. So that triggers faster as you get lower. 1, 2, I'll do that. We want this to end up about, no, because it's a 15% chance. For reference, a 1 in 30 is a 15% chance. Yeah. Till you're ranker. But yeah. Ranker you just let go. You don't have to. I had this disabled a minute ago, and then had this down to 8, which is actually a buff. Okay, let me put it this way. This, if I take this off, turn off the clicking, you're manually clicking, and change this to leave this on 30, it's the same skill as before. It's the same DPS. Because you had a 15% chance to trigger, but they were else statements. So if you have all... Yeah, so if you have... actually, no, we should do 4, not... So it would be 4 out of, what, 28? No, it's too low. 4 out of 27. 4 out of 26. Yeah, 26. So this would be... If this was 26, with only 4 of them... No, they're all 15%. Okay. Well, technically, counter kick can be higher if you are next to a monk. You're not next to a monk. Wait, is it 20? Oh, you're right. No, it is 20%. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 15, 15, 15, 20. Counter kick being the highest. Yeah, so, and counter kick is the last one in the list, by the way. So it would be a 100 times 0.15 2, 3. Wait, no, that's not the math. 0.85 to the power of 3. Times 0.8. It's 51% chance you trigger one, which would be 8, which would be this at 10. And that would be about equal, depending on how you calculate the math. Because math. Because it's not actually if none, it's if any trigger stops. That's not how the math works, Parker. That's not how statistics work. That's only correct for that's 1 in 6. 1 in 6 is correct if you have one skill triggering, or as Type 1 ranker. That's closer to Type 1 ranker. Yeah, that math does not add up. Because if one triggers, it stops the chain. And it messes it up slightly, but it ends up being a little bit slower than that. Let's do one, and then we also add. I also add. Oops. Yeah. I'll wait for the ad. Twitch. Okay. Dun, ba-da, dun, ba-da, dun. Yep, welcome back. Yeah, so, and that's assuming I turn off the manual clicking. If I turn that off completely, it's still strong. Because it is also, I added another skill, so it's 5 instead of 4. If I leave this one off, if I do this, I can make it a little bit closer, but and then it would be 8. 8 would be accurate with 4. 10 is closer with 5. It's still technically too high, but yeah, you can only 1 per AA, even as ranker. No, that's not true. Once you're ranker, they can all trigger independently. So you can have all 4 trigger at once. And you can click all 4 buttons at once. So no, that is not true. Yeah, that's the difference between ranker. The non-ranker is an else statement. Ranker is just an if. So these are mutually exclusive, which is why the math is lower than you were expecting. The math you were doing was for ranker, which is 1 in 6. Or 1 in 6.6 or whatever, yeah. Which is, that's fine. And because I added another skill, we can assume they're all independent, which would be 50% chance, 51% chance to be exact, which would put this at 10, which is why this one should be like 15. If we want to turn off the manual clicking outright, that's the question though. Do we want to turn off manual clicking? Because we don't want to turn off manual clicking. Yeah, we can watch. Let me turn this off real quick and show you how much more busted this is real quick. It's actually not more busted. It just feels worse. It actually feels worse in my opinion. So if I do this real quick, I didn't even test it honestly, but I'm going to assume it feels worse. Let me chat back up. Fake name 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, no, I get the Udyr thing, but I want to test just the auto casting part first. which is the second part of Udyr. The other thing about your Udyr, the Udyr concept is Udyr is only one stance at a time. If you want to lock to one stance at a time, I can lower the number significantly. I have no problem with that. But then you're locked into one stance, not all 5 stances at once. And I think you'd rather have all 5 stances at once. That feels more Taekwon to me. Like, okay. 1, 2, 5. So we turned off the break. It doesn't actually affect the DPS at all. The break doesn't affect the total DPS at all. They just all trigger. They just trigger at once like that. You don't even see the animations play. Because, yeah, so that just feels worse. Like they're all triggering. Like, alright, see they all burst in combo. But let me go ahead and turn that off. So we want this. We want this break. It's even then. It's not a ranker thing. The Taekwon thing, just base Taekwon. It's going to be the exact same DPS without the break. The break just makes it makes it not all one hit. So instead of being a lot of little hits and a big hit, then it's just a little hit, a few little hits, and then medium hits, a bunch of medium hits. But they're also double hits because you still have your auto attack go off as well. No, SG moved away from multi-stances, but I kinda. Star Gladiator is you rotate between the stances. When you're particularly trans, or it's going to be you go sun, moon, stars, and then you just rotate between the 3 stances. But you only have a single stance, yes. Yeah, no, yeah, solar, lunar, and whatever the other one is. Celestial? I don't remember. Yeah, no, Star Gladiator is his own thing. I'll support that next month. I already said I'm not going to touch it until February. Let's go ahead and... No, I know what you mean by Udyr. Like, it would just be, all it would be turning off. I could make it so your first attack in stance is whenever, so you turn on the stance, your first attack triggers automatically as well. All that would be going to so remember the stances are, there's 2 parts to this: the active skill and the stance. Udyr has them combined into one, so you don't need to. So that part is separated by it being an active skill and a non-active skill. Let me actually go to. Let's see. Let's see. Val2 equal. It's not what I want. SC start. Okay, this is what I want. So we want to go to a case, SC, ready, ready turn, case, SC, ready, storm, case, SC, ready, down, case, SC, ready, counter, case, SC, dodge, and then break, and then go ahead and copy this real quick. You'll see in a second why I do this. Oh wait, I need a TK count. No, TK ready storm. So let's go here real quick. I can actually adjust this code and clean this way up. If I do this now, skill level. Do that real quick. Delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. And then we want to go back to SC ready turn. Back to that code I was just in. Okay, and we want to do this. And we want to grab val1 equals that. And then we want to let's see, val2 equals 100. The 100 is just so it always triggers. And then we want to change this to be a which one of these it is. Okay. TK jump kick, TK counter, TK down, TK storm, and TK underscore turn. Okay, there we go. And then those are all 100s. And then we go to SD question mark bracket 7. Mobs shouldn't be able to cast this, but we're gonna go ahead and read them like they can. I don't think any mobs can cast this. I think if they had a player check in it, but for sanity reasons, put that in. Develop solution. So now your first kick, while the stance is active, will always trigger. So do that real quick. One server, client. So technically, you could turn it on and off again real quick, and probably optimize your DPS. They can't kick. The stance is canceled currently, but that's beside the point. I'll fix that in a minute. Can't spawn, making up 5. So if I turn on tornado kick, it should auto trigger, and then I got 2 kicks in, and then heal drop, and then got a couple kicks in, and then roundhouse kick, and then got a couple kicks in, and then counter kick, and got a couple kicks in, and then break fall, and now we should see them trigger in a little bit different order. Oh wait, my break fall didn't turn on. Boy. There we go. So now they're not just bim, 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 bim. And then if you turn them on and off again, so you go like this, turn this off, turn this on, turn it off, and turn it on. It will automatically do it on the first kick. Every time. Which is that's a thing, so it'll make it easier for you to control it. Might as well. I do want these to be castable while you're in combo, so they don't interrupt your auto attack, but I'm not going to do that in a second. Okay. And these should probably stay on after death. Let me check. Import. Status. SC underscore ready. Yeah, it'd be one of those things that you can, like, between combats, you turn them on and off again. Other than tumbling, because tumbling has that weird, like, you probably won't turn tumbling on, but, so like, if I hit F5 real quick, F5, F5, then F5, F5, and then you can just, like, but seeing as it cancels your animation right now, that doesn't feel good. Yeah. It also means when you turn them on initially, they're full power. So your first hit will automatically do it. So it's a buff to your initial damage as your... Yeah, it's also a buff to your initial damage. Thing is, I actually like the clicking part too, so I probably want to leave that on. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Do you want to leave the responsive clicking? Also, I don't think there's a ready comp kicks in here, so let's go to DB, re status. Oh wait, ready. There it is. Okay, ready storm. Ready storm. Oh, okay, these are all save pulse. We will save them on logout. Ready down, ready turn, ready counter, and our status. Okay, those are not saved on logout. Okay, so let's go ahead and reload status DB. Open your chat as well. Reload status DB. I wouldn't. So again, do we want the active part to be on the prayer, or do we want it to be on the kick? The active part can just be on the kick, assuming if we remove the clicking like this, the pianoing. Okay, now I log off. Oh, I can't log off. Come on. I clicked a kick. Character select. Thank you. Okay, stance is now saved between logouts. There we go. That should be a nice quality of life thing. Yeah, it does. There can be a bonus for the first kick as well. Like, it can always be a primary stance. I.e. the last stance you clicked on could be your primary stance. You can always do something like that too, but I don't think there's a point in doing this. It is a first class still. While yes, ranker play, it has power level of like somewhere between a first and second class, or it's closer to a second class, not quite trans, but. Okay, let me go ahead and put this in my notes real quick that we did this. Stances now. Persist through logout. Does at die? Lost save point. Okay, they persist through death as well. Okay, go 0. Heal. Yeah, potentially, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Like I said, do we want purely right now? I'm not changing anything else. Do we want to enable pianoing as well, because right now there's no pianoing at all. Yeah, do I want to uncomment out this? all it is uncommenting this out. I would also tweet these numbers up, because so it's not just like, here, the fuck 10 more damage. This would probably go down to like 20 and 15, or something like 20 and 10. Like that. Keep piano for now? Okay, build solution. I'll go turn it off, and then see how that feels. Yeah, then it would just be an auto attack class, which is not what we want. Like a pure auto attack class goes against everything I believe in when it comes to game design. At least you want to do cost SP even if they're auto cast, but if I really wanted to, I could shift this somewhere in here so it checks like only if none of these are active. I could also try to make it so it can't trigger if it's active, so you have to click it in order to activate it. That's another thing I can do. So like if I wanted to, let's go ahead and grab C-list too. D-list. We want to do combo storm, combo down, combo turn, combo counter, that's the invert combo, dodge, yeah, and then let's go ahead and do if SC get SCE if no, and then we'll go ahead and do this real quick and do that. I prefer it like that, so I'll build. Let's go ahead and close server real quick and build solution. I had my arrow still open there, sorry. Close. Run server. So they will not trigger if they've been activated by the passive. Where are you? Chat. So this just nerfed. It made it slightly bigger. So if you trigger the active for Storm Kick or Whirlwind Kick, Tornado Kick, whichever one are you end up calling it. If you enable the active for Tornado Kick or the passive triggers, it won't count up for that skill anymore. So you have to click it in order to continue to increase your DPS though. Cat spawn, that too apply. So all of my stances are active. So like they're not going to auto trigger any. See how I'm not auto kicking very often? That's because if I don't click it manually, when it pops up, it will stop counting up for the kick count. So you're rewarded with more, by clicking the skills, you're rewarded with more passive skills triggering. And they will still trigger, like you see, like they're still occasionally happening. But it's not going to be as consistent. Yeah. And this will be particularly noticeable at low APM. Or at high APM. At high APM, you're going to be punished more than at low APM. Yeah, the more you pan, the more resist you get. So if I do at AGI 999, right quick. So if I have max APM, right? I'm going to get a lot less triggers. Because I'm just triggering more in a probability. Versus if I do at AGI minus 999. If I go down to 127 APM, I'm more likely to trigger it because the duration does not scale off APM. So you're more like, the lower APM, the earlier on you are, the less punishing it is. No, the duration to cast. So you have 2 seconds to cast the skill after it pops up over your head. So whenever you see counter kick stance, you have 2 seconds to cast it. If you don't cast it, the cooldown goes away, and then your kicks will count after that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. While you have it able to kick, you cannot count. It doesn't count. Which, since that's a flat number, which is 2 seconds, it affects low APM way less. Because at 127 APM, which I'm buffed, by the way, I have all the buffs, and I'm Type 1 ranker. So you're actually APM lower than this as a new Type 1. But the higher APM gets, i.e. the better more gear you have, the higher level you are, it progressively is worse. And then once you hit ranker, it's significantly less autocast. So technically it's a nerf to ranker, but you also need less cash for ranker. So I'm actually going to lower this number a bit more because of that penalty I added. So it'll be 20 and 10, or 20 and 12. But not really, no, but sure. I'm worried about supernovas. I already have a fix for that. You want to know the fix is? Weapon check. Done. Problem solved. You can't cast these skills with a bow anymore. Yeah. That was so hard. Done. You just can't use bow. Or combo jump now auto triggers. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do is add a bow check to it. Yeah. No. I mean, like, you can't turn on the stances if you have a bow, and then have them turn off if you have a bow in. So you can use a dagger or a... Yeah, that's intended. If it's a problem, that's what I'll do. So, like, it's fine for now, but... build solution. Oh, I'm still running server. Okay, let's go ahead and... Yeah, Supernovas should not be good, but... Build solution. Now that these are all done, I can now actually work on the descriptions again, which is actually what I was doing. Let's go ahead and go to skill description. Minimize. Run server, run. Start client. Let's open up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we want to do open up you guys, open up this. Yeah. Yeah, like I have levers. Like if I really didn't want Supernovas to do this, I would simply check for weapon. Saying Star Gladiator can't use a bow. I don't have any concerns. I just check for a bow, or check for a ranged weapon. If your ranged weapon fail. Okay. So we have running is done. Yeah, exactly. For now, it's tight on, but like if this is just too much of a power increase for Supernovas, I'll remove it. Which means it'll be a nerf for Supernovas, but who fucking cares? Supernovas. It's my favorite class, but So let's go ahead and drop down to leap. Now the question is, why the fuck is it called leap in one place and high jump in another? I hate that shit. I'm fixing that, by the way, as I'm going through. I'm sanitizing the skill names. Yeah, I'm sure they'll struggle with finding something to do with all the skill points, exactly. I was thinking about lowering tumbling requirement to a level 1 flying save kick. But it's fine at 7, I think. It's the only one. But it's also got the fucking 20% dodge chance, so it's fine being higher. What's a buff to SL? Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, running's also 7 now. So if I do at reload skill PV at all skills. Yeah, running got lowered to 7. Oh, they're all 7s. Across the board. That's fine. You can actually, you can use more. You don't need to put 7 points in them. Fuck, you just need 1 point in them. Yeah. Yes, if you don't ever have Warm Wind, you can get all of them. But you want Warm Wind because Warm Wind's goated. Let's go ahead and go to high jump. So we want to grab high jump. We're going to grab, it's a self cast, it's a mobility skill. Let's turn off RO for a minute. Turn off RO. Self cast, mobility. It's color code this. Red, green, blue. Cells in the direction where you are facing. If the landing stand is occupied and not occupied by a player, you jumped. Playing a cell cannot be used. You jump in a spot and steady and won't move. Okay. After learning this skill, the cast down emergency call skill, if you are the guild leader, will be doubled. That's such a weird mechanic. I mean, I understand why, but if you are a guild leader does not need to be mentioned. Time of emergency call will be doubled. After learning this, we don't need to say a skill. The cast time. Okay. Save. This is basically unchanged as far as like the text, other than the spacing. Open, close. Let's see. Turn on. Yeah, some skills are awful. Those are not. You jump into the same cell. The direction. backspace the direction. If you're landing, if the landing cell is steppable, it can. Wait, is that can? Save, restart client again. This part takes so long. The number of times I had to restart client to fix all the descriptions. It can jump over obstacles such as walls. If the landing cell, landing. The landing cell, jump on the spot. After learning, I'm pretty sure this split is going to be on after learning it. Reload. Also, I updated Tag 1 text as well. Learning musicians be on the next line. Okay. So after learning, save, close, open. Learning this, the cast time of merchant cast will double. Save. Okay. And this is a self movement skill. So, okay. Okay, and then we want whirlwind kick, which will be named tornado kick. So let's go ahead and TK. Let's look at TK_storm for tornado. Prepare tornado. There we go. Level 7 for what? What are you talking about for level 7 for accuracy for the storm kick? Yeah, I know they're already correct. Their spacing's wrong, but they should all be correct. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab MG_cold bolt real quick. And then we don't need to get rid of offensive, a property endow, physical, melee, when you have prepared, tornado stance, and use this to deal damage from where you stand to deal percent damage where you stand, and this would be yeah. Oh, this one's self. Yeah, you're right. These are self. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the damage multiplier in here. Let's go ahead and grab chase damage multiplier. The damage is correct. Spurt gives the damage. Counter kick gives Get the damage. Solar Touch doubles the damage. Okay. Those don't matter though, because those are separate skills. And where you stand, okay. That's how most games are coded though. I don't know what you mean by like they're giant fucking if statements. Or they're disguised if statements, one of the two. If you use OOP, which is the proper way of coding, it's still an if statement, it's just you have the variable attached to the object itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. FFOOO, damage in an area, and apply myself where you stand. Save. I'm gonna move this to up here at level 7. Add a 10% chance. Targets will miss physical attack for 5 seconds. I don't know. I haven't decided on Breakfall yet. Let me see. Yeah, it's called Breakfall in here, so I'll probably just. And then it's called. Tumbling in here. Yeah. Wait. Well, I was talking about this earlier. The skills have like 3 different names. Fucking. Yeah. Exactly. Oop. Break. Fall. I'll use break fall. I like break fall better. Yeah, like I named running is now running, not sprint. Solidified tornado / whirlwind / storm kick has tornado kick. So let's go ahead and yes, we'll use breakfall, yes, as 2 words. Do we want 1 word or 2 words for breakfall? Technically, 2 words is the grammatically correct, but we can just use 1 word as for this skill, as a name. This is the name. I'm fine with either. So, red, red, green, green, blue, blue. Blue. It's technically 2 words. That's why I said that like that. But we can do 1 word. Break. Let's see. Break fall. And we'll switch it from break fall to break fall. So I can do H. Break fall. Find next, replace. There we go. Oh, is breakfall the name of the actual action? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Replace. And let's go ahead and do Whirlwind kick. Grab whirlwind kick. 2. Tornado kick. Replace. That's it. Okay. Find next. Okay. Yeah, I learned how to do break falls in judo. That's like literally the first thing you learn. So. That and warming up. Like, those are the first things you learn. Yeah, Ichi-ni-san, you know, like you do the hand, fucking open and closing for hours with your hand straight out. And then squats, and then a brisk walk. And then flips, flipping each other. And landing properly every time when someone flips you, so you don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I figured tumbling was. I will call break fall, whatever. If people don't like one of the name choices I pick, we can change it. Yeah, like flying side kick is also jump kick. I like flying side kick more personally. Anyways, where was I up here? And at a 10% chance, target will miss physical attacks for 5 seconds. Which is... we don't want that. Dodged attacks are treated like they are dodged from break fall. Save. Yes, yes. Thank you. Bill. A 10% chance to miss physical attacks. Okay. And then, by the way, this is not on you. The miss physical attacks part, it's on allies as well. That's a really big buff. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Obviously, the spacing is all off. So let's go ahead and move you up to here, and then right click on you so I can see the full description. When you have prepared tornado stance, and then the damage will be on the next line. Deal a bunch of damage. 5x5 cells. Save, restart. Go ahead and shift this over slightly so I can read the text. There we go. And 5x5 cells around where you stand. At level 7, add a 10% chance. 10% chance. Target will miss physical attack for 5 seconds. And are treated. No, they're treated like they're dodged by break fall. Tumbling's only level 1, so. I mean, the break text? I don't know what you mean, sorry. Dodge. They're treated like they're dodged. Dodged by break fall. Save. You'd break the text. I'm not doing multi paragraphs ever. I don't like the way that looks. It's a single paragraph. There's no point there. It's a single paragraph, single idea. So by splitting it up, it makes it actually harder to read because of those gaps. The gaps end up drawing your attention more than the color coded. Yeah, when I was doing experimentation, I definitely noticed that when I was experimenting with different things. So also that endow should not be color coded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was water before. Okay. What's up, Jess? How are you? Did you see the final form we ended up on? Or no, as far as the kicks? Oh, I wasn't sure if you were actually here the whole stream because you weren't talking, so. Even when I said nobody's talking. Or when I asked, like, whether we should call things breakfall or flying, or what. Flying kick. Also, it's flying kick, not flying side kick. So it's not even consistent on whether it's flying kick or flying side kick. God. So fucking annoying. Flying kick. Flying side kick. Oh, we're gonna grab the seal ID for that real quick, actually. And then jump kick is the other name. Yeah. No, it's not even consistent when it's consistent. I'm gonna be calling it side kick, by the way. Flying sidekick. I'll fix this one. And then let's check skill description. Flying kick. And then okay, so then we're flying kicks, and then we check jump kick. Right, not jump kick. Yeah. So it's all consistent now. Yeah, and then in code, it's in the here's also flying kick, side kick. 121. And next, and then find next. Yep. Flying side kick. Rename it. There we go. Save. Yeah, it's flying kick apparently. That shit is so dumb. Okay. Let me go ahead and put that in the patch notes. Let's solidify names. Names. Still. Names to be consistent. I'm making it so it's understood. Because saying solidified names is not guarantee he will understand, but yeah, they're so fucking inconsistent though. Okay, so next skill. Do I want to finish these skills or do I want to go down like this? I'm gonna go across instead. So let's grab TK underscore storm. Yeah. Grab these because these are all going to be the same across the board. TK running, and then we'll grab a TK axe kick. It's offensive. Self. It's weird they're self cast, but they're not. Turn kick. Counter kick. And flying side kick. Enemy Luckily, it's typically enemy, so. Okay, back up we go. Okay. And then we want to grab the starting dialogue as well. When you have prepared. Okay. Yeah. When you use this skill, when you have axe kick prepared, stance prepared. You recognize it as so, and you know what it's in code? Down kick. It's axe kick. Yeah, it's axe kick, heel drop, and and down kick. I like axe kick the best because that's the actual name of that kick. Yeah, and then it's so inconsistent. Like, yeah, axe kick's actually how I like this one. So and skill infos. Down kick. Yeah, it's heel drop right here, which is why you probably recognize as that. See, I think axe kick has that energy, but heel drop makes it so they're not all kick, so we can use heel drop. Axe kick. Heel drop, heel drop, heel drop. Prepare heel drop. And do we want to... Okay, so question. For the ready, do we want them to call prepare? Yeah, we'll just call them prepare. That's fine. Okay. Also, this thing is wrong. Okay, when you have prepared tornado stance, okay. Can I do X stance? Instead of tornado kick, it's prepare tornado stance. Instead of prepare heel drop, it's... How would you define that one then? So is it heel stance? Or heel drop stance? It's heel drop stance, is fine. Roundhouse kick. Roundhouse stance. And then... prepare counter kick. When you have counter kick. Oh, it's called counter stance. Prepare counter stance. There we go. We got consistent. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then we need to do win in heel drop stance, and then we do want to. I actually need to check the stance now because it's should still be fit, but let's make sure. It might have shifted the. I did not hit shift it. Okay, good. No, breakfall can just be breakfall stance. Breakfall. Yeah, no, yeah, it can be a prepare breaks. Are you prepare breakfall or breakfall stance? I don't know. Breakfall stance. Prepare stance. There you go. Yeah, we'll do prepare breakfall stance. It's fine. We can do break false stance, yeah, whatever. Okay, and then I was on down kick. When you have red, green, blue, blue, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we want to do lowercase tk. Highlight it, bracket. red, red, green, green, blue, blue, and then open bracket. And then we don't have a chance to stun. We now do, it is no longer a chance. It is now, where is it? Oh, I'm in current document. Okay. Yeah, apply build up, exactly. I'm in the wrong document for it, so. Add timer, option, and delay, ST. Should be in their additional effects. Skill damage ID. No, that's not additional effects. That's cast in. No, that's not it. No, that's not. No, that's not it. Additional effects, there it is. So yeah, it's it only applies skill level stun? Oh no, it's 100% stun. Yeah, so it applies 100 build-up, okay. So it's really good. Like it as a flat scaling, okay. And applies AA00FF stun. Five, six. Build up. Also, we should make this a 5-second stun, not a 3-second stun, so it matches all other stuns. Stun build up. Save. Let's go ahead and buff the kicks. What skill is this? Drop down kick. Skill DB. Down kick. Should be a 5-second stun to match the other stun. And the notes, pause notes. Stun duration increased from 3 to 5 seconds. And then let me go ahead and check the damage while I'm at it. Plus 85, plus 45 times skill level. Okay. And then we turn back on to plus. We got our skill description. It's 85. Yeah, that's way off. Okay. 85 plus 45. Yeah, that's significantly off. And we got the color coding. At level 7. Okay. I'm trying to read how I worded it in the previous one. Okay, so at level 7. Ignores 15 of target's defense. There we go. And those numbers are wrong. Wait, that'd be 90, 30. Actually, these numbers are right. That's hard defense, yes. See? It's actually both. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's actually both hard defense and soft defense. Okay, have a good one, Tess. Yeah, so it's both defenses. And then this should be 0, 0. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, that's not wrong color. Level 7, ignores 15 target defense. 15 defense is a lot of defense, by the way. So, alright, the skill's quite a bit stronger. Once you get level 7. On top of being the 500% skill. Let's see how this looks now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have heal drop. Do that here. Right click on that. Right click on that. We hit a single enemy for % damage, and the and should be on the next line. And applies. And apply. Sun build up. Ignores 15%. 15 of target's defense. Save. Close. Open. Heal drop. There you go. Sorry, I wasn't showing my code. There we go. Yeah, physical melee. But roundhouse kick, next one. Let's go ahead and move roundhouse up to here. Yes, hide RO. Turn kick. Let's go ahead and check to see what it's called in the other document. Turn kick. Okay, yes, it's actually roundhouse kick. Okay, one word roundhouse. And then let's check skill DB. Roundhouse kick, one word. Okay, this one's actually consistent. Let me make sure it's not like something else in PK. Where is TK rank? No, not called mission. Flying side kick, tornado kick. Counter kick, heel kick, round. Yeah, it's called roundhouse kick here. So let's go and grab round kick. And then we grab roundhouse kick. Find next. Replace. Yep. Okay, this one's fine. That one's actually a description, so save. And then we want to roundhouse kick. Okay. I don't know what to say. I haven't touched the stances yet, so. Okay. When roundhouse kick stance is prepared, that should be an is, right? Does that break this one? That should still fit, hopefully. We'll see. Otherwise, this whole text is going to be off. When you have prepared, tornado stance. Okay, so I changed the wording, that's why. On the other one. Okay. Yeah, it's called toggle. Yeah, literally, it's called toggle. Let's see, MG underscore energy. Yeah, energy code toggle magic buff. Yeah, self-cast tunnel. Okay. I should probably stop streaming anyways. I've been streaming for like 3 hours already. And it significantly slows me down, so. Yeah, it's only 8 p.m. here, but I've been awake since 5 a.m., so yeah. Okay, I guess I will end my stream. Go ahead and hit ending. I'll let the song end, and then I will actually end the stream. I don't think there's anybody on our raid. Not that there's anybody watching anyway, so it doesn't matter. Peace out, Becca. Ugh. No, another 15 seconds on the song, I think. And peace out.